What are summers like in Arizona? One of the most common questions that I get from someone relocating from out of state is, what are the summers like? Do your tires actually melt when driving down the freeway in 120 degrees? Is that fact or fiction? Myth busted. They don't, okay? Just so you guys know. Just so you know, your tires don't melt when driving down the freeway in 120 degrees. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Arizona summers because they are unique to what Arizona brings to the table. Yes, it gets very warm. Maybe warm is a slight understatement. It gets very hot. It's grueling. It's brutal. Yes, summers are brutal. It gets very hot here. It does. And that means lifestyle changes. The way that we live our life changes. Certain things become more important, less important. We put more emphasis into stuff. But there are some great things that come of it as well. Great things that come of it as well. I'm a native. I was born and raised here. I am one with the heat. I am used to it. I understand what to look out for. And just want to have a conversation around it with you guys. So hopefully this video can be somewhat educational, beneficial for anybody looking to relocate, make the move into the great 48th state, Arizona. And here we go. Let's get into it. Okay, so I think the first thing that we should address is how important AC is inside of your home. Now, with that comes that your AC unit is going to be cranking all summer long, depending on where you keep your thermostat at. Personally, I keep mine between 61 and 72. Now, that seems to be a little cooler than most people, but I like to have my house a little cold, and so that's what I do. But a lot of people keep it between 75, 78, somewhere in that ballpark. But your AC unit is gonna be cranking all summer long, which means it is so freaking important that you get your ACs checked every 6 months. You have some sort of service plan where they come out and they fill it with Freon, they do a check, they make sure everything's running great. Because what is the worst thing that could happen is the AC to your house goes out July or August, because that's when the majority of AC units go out. And these companies get backlogged, they get backed up. And so they can't replace the AC unit that quick. And so now you're gonna be staying at a hotel, your parents, a friend's, an Airbnb, something that is going to give you discomfort, right? And so it's super important that you understand your AC units and you're getting them checked on a regular basis and serviced on a regular basis. Now, I can't tell you how important that is. It is such a big deal. So just so you know, if you're thinking about making the move here and you buy a house, find a company to get on a service plan. Every 6 months they come out. About $100, so worth it. It'll save you from an absolute nightmare situation if your AC units are on the end of life. Now, a good thing, right? Maybe that was a little bit of a bad thing. Let's talk about a good thing. If you're a golfer, golf rates go down. They tank. You can get on a course, golf an incredible course. I golfed today for $20. $20. So, little pro. Make sure you bring the water. You hang out in the shade. You're good. You're great. It's a little warm. Bring a towel. Most golf courses, any decent golf course, will have like water buckets on every hole or every other hole, so you can fill up a water bottle. The course that I live on, they have towels that they keep in a cooler that is ice cold that you can take with you. So you just throw it around your neck or do whatever you do with it. Wipe yourself off to cool off. But my golf season is summer because I can golf 2 or 3 times a week for the amount of once a week in the beautiful weather, right? Between October and April, golf rates are super expensive because this is one of the meccas of golfing in the country, right? A lot of golf courses are here, a lot of golfers come here. Summertime, very cheap. Golf courses are empty. It's easy to get a big group. If we want to have like 8 guys and girls together, it's easy to kind of group those up and have little tournaments, whatever. So that's a pro that summer offers. I also think that we keep Hydro Flask in business. Everybody has a Hydro Flask in here because if you go outside with just a normal plastic water bottle, that water gets very warm, very, very warm. So everyone has Hydro Flasks here. They keep their water cool, like everybody. And they throw the stickers on them and they make them super trendy looking. It is important. If you go outside, if you leave your household or your workplace, you need water. Like you need it. You get dehydrated very quickly. And so to keep your water cold, everyone has Hydro Flask. So pretty sure that Arizona residents keep Hydro Flask in business because everybody's got them. Everybody has got them. Okay, and another con is your car. Now hear me out. You ever seen Hansel and Gretel and how that old lady wanted to throw the kids in the oven? That book was written about Arizona residents, I'm fairly certain. That fairy tale. Going into the car that's been sitting in the sun all day, you open that door, you hop in. It is an oven. The temperatures reach about 140 to 150 degrees. And so the steering wheel is like grabbing iron that's been sitting in a fire. The seats are like also very, very hot. So if you're wearing shorts that expose the underneath of your leg, it's warm. It's very warm. It's very warm. The belt buckle on a seatbelt touches you. Ha! Hot! You freak out. You have a little panic attack. Like, what the heck was that? It's very warm. Very warm. The inside of your car, very warm. So parking in shade and having the sunshade, very, very important. Very important. Those things are such a game changer, like such a drastic difference. So if you're not used to having that in the city that you're in, you will get used to it here. Sunshades are monumental. You'll see people park significantly further away from the entrance into wherever they're going just so they can get a shade spot. Like, shade spots are like gold here. It is the first spots that take up in any parking place, in any parking lot, and you're gonna hunt them down. And it's gonna be like second nature to you eventually. Like, oh, where's the shade? Where's the shade? Where's the shade? I need the shade. So interior of the car, absolute brutal, but it's all right. Flip-flops, pretty common here. Actually, let me take that back. Any clothing that will bring any sort of relief to heat is popular here. Tank tops, shorts, flip-flops. There's a ton of people that wear that kind of stuff to work because it's understood that it's warm. You don't see a lot of suit and ties here. Even year-round, you don't see a lot of suit and ties here. We're a pretty casual state when it comes to business attire. But in summertime, like, everyone is rocking shorts and everyone is rocking a t-shirt. That's just the nature of it. Like, you're not gonna see a lot of long sleeves, pants, slacks, dressy shoes. You're gonna see like sneakers, shorts, t-shirt, a lot of that kind of stuff, which to me is very nice because I'm a very comfortable clothes-wearing dude. I like being comfortable, and I believe that I can bring a next level service with just being super authentic to who I am. So that's my belief, and so it fits me, and I love it. I love it. So when it comes to the attire, you're gonna see a ton of shorts, a lot of shirts, tank tops, flip-flops, things of that nature, because it feels better. It feels like you can't blame them. Like, once you experience it, you cannot blame them. Another thing that's absolutely nuts about the Arizona summers is if you have a pool, come July and August, that pool feels more like a hot tub. There's actually chillers. People will put a chiller in to cool their pool down because it never gets cool here, right? In summertime. Even in the evenings, you're still in the 90s, 100 degrees overnight. And so your pool never gets a chance to cool off. And so your pool becomes very, very warm. And so you actually need to install a chiller if you want to keep that pool nice and crispy for you so you can jump in it to cool off. Otherwise, you're gonna be jumping into water that's like, It's not like, it's more of like for a social experience, not necessarily for like cooling down, right? Like, I don't know if there's another state where you have to do that. You have to get a chiller for your pool to actually cool your pool down. Typically, you jump in the pool to cool off, but in July or August, that might not be the case for you. You might actually jump in and go, well, this is extremely underwhelming. And maybe my last note about this is, what's actually kind of funny is come probably around April or May when it starts to really warm up, a lot of people start getting excited for the heat because it does become like a pool season, right? And hanging out and barbecuing, 4th of July, and all these things that come with the heat. Now, that excitement doesn't really last long, right? It's almost like, oh man, I forgot what it was like. Oh, here it is. And then we're over it. Personally, I'm a big fan because I like being by the pool. I like having friends over and family over for the pool parties and barbecuing and all that kind of stuff that comes with it. But it doesn't like come late July, maybe mid-July. I kind of want to bring back the sweaters and feel cold again. You know, it doesn't take too long to really start disliking the heat, but really it's not that bad. Like, once you acclimate and you understand that you just have to be inside, like you gotta be inside. And if you choose to venture outside, that you just bring water and understand that you will be sweating. And so, like, I'm in real estate, right? And if I choose to do an open house during the summertime, I have to put up my open house signs, right? I will bring a change of clothes. I will put the signs out in a t-shirt and shorts, and then I will go to the house and I will actually change, because by the time I put out all the signs, I'm pouring sweat and my shirt's all sweaty and all that kind of stuff. So if you're planning on doing something outside, then doing something where you need to be a little more professional, make sure you have a change of clothes. It's very common that I have like just an extra shirt hanging out in my car. something like that, where just in case I sweat through something, because if I find myself outside more than I expected, like, you're gonna be sweating. Like, it's just the nature of it, right? Like, you're in 115 degrees, and if you're walking around even for 5 minutes, you're gonna be sweating. You're gonna be sweating. If you wear hats a lot, I wear hats a lot. I sweat through a ton of hats. I have to buy a ton of hats. That's just a little side note there that I just thought of. But like, you go through these things, right? Sweat is gonna be something that you come accustomed to if you choose to go outside frequently. Like, it is what it is. Now, I think that's all I have to say about summer right now. It's not that bad. You'll get acclimated if you choose to move here. It is very warm. It's very, very warm inside of your car. Like I said, very tough. Probably one of the worst parts about summer in Arizona. But again, you get acclimated. So guys, my name is Jeremy Fuhst. I own a real estate company called Impact Real Estate. If you ever need anything, if you're thinking about relocating, have questions, want to know what the market's like, any of the neighborhoods, please let me know. We sell hundreds of homes every single year. And again, I'm a resident. I know this place like the back of my hand. So I feel very, very comfortable answering any questions about the Valley or real estate in general. So guys, have a beautiful day. I hope to hear from you soon. Go out, crush it, do whatever you do. Talk to you soon. See ya.